welcome you to sunny South Florida. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Jay, you know it. It's special here in Miami with 3 decades of NBA basketball.
Ed, the legendary owner, Mickey Arison, has put everything into this storied franchise and will continue to do so.
3 championships won here in Miami. And tonight, another big matchup on EA Sports. Opening tip won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. To Butler. Has a chance, knocks it down off the step back. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
To number 99, Jay Crowder. No basket. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Davis. Miami with the basketball.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right.
They'll get it down to Leonard. Rises for the slam.
And easy to get back on defense.
LeBron with it up top. Trailing by 4. To Davis. Danny Green. Here comes the screen. James, guarded by Myers Leonard. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. Davis to James. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Butler. Going to launch beyond the arc. That won't go. Caldwell Pope to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Anthony Davis lets it fly. Anthony Davis missed his first. That one goes. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
Won't go. And the Lakers clear. Davis, deep left corner. To Danny Green. Jay Crowder with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Gets it in the left corner. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. There's the toss. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
To Davis. Danny Green, down low for Davis. Anthony Davis, 2 for 3 now here in the first. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Caldwell Pope to Davis. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Down low for Leonard. The pass set it all up.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
To James. They go down to Davis. Anthony Davis. Looking good. 4 for 5.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's the Heat with the possession. Sizing up the defense. Lets it fly from long range, and it's Caldwell Pope with the rebound. To James. To Davis. Short jumper won't go down. To Butler. The pass taken away by the Lakers. To James. Rebound taken by Miami. To Butler. Down to 5 on the 24. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Los Angeles, they have it.
Jimmy Butler.
Caldwell Pope to Davis. Oh, had him going there for a second. Anthony Davis. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Butler.
Hey, double screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Anthony Davis with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Howard, tough matchup against Butler. They'll get it down to Leonard. Oh, he missed a short one there. Danny Green to Howard. Here's Davis. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
The versatility of Anthony Davis makes him one of the most special players in the league today. He can score on you with his back to the basket, but if you also leave him open on the perimeter, he's going to knock that down with ease.
To Butler. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 4. Good start.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
To Davis. Kelly Olynyk snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's the Heat with the possession. A drive by Butler, but his shot won't fall. To Kyle Kuzma. And a nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Butler. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Butler can't get his shot to fall. Here's Rondo with it. Up 5. Kelly Olynyk rejects it. And the reward, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Rajon Rondo at the line for 2 shots. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw.
Number 44, Solomon Hill.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Miami's got it. Surveys the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Terrific vision. And scores.
And ball movement is one of those great things. One of the things you learn early in this game is that if everybody gets involved, then everyone has a chance to win.
To Kyle Kuzma. Davis. And the rebound taken by Iguodala. Five to shoot for Miami. Shot by Crowder, no good. And finishes strong. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Shot clock winding down. Short jumper won't fall. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit them where it hurts.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Marcus Morris. They'll get it down to Davis. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock winding down. 4-3. And knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
To Davis, down low. Cleans it up. Kelly Olynyk pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Big pick right there.
Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Lead is 2. Trying to cash in. Rondo off the mark. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Beyond the arc for 3. He engulfed him that time. Rondo into the front court. 2-point advantage. To Davis. Here comes the screen. Davis. Jay Crowder swats it. And scores. Strong take.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
I got him. Here we go.
Take that.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound gathered in by Davis. Kuzma to Marcus Morris. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Lakers ball to Marcus Morris. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Iguodala to bring it up. Now down 6. To Davis. Kelly Olynyk able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Rondo with the basketball. Leads 4. Down low for Kuzma. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kuzma at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. From long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
I got ball.
Finds to shoot. Fires the 3. Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Kuzma sizing up Iguodala. Screen coming. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Here comes the screen. Flushes it home.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Rajon Rondo. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first.
Substitutions, Miami. Entering the game for Los Angeles, number 39, Dwight Howard.
Goes 2 for 2. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Down low, Crowder. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jay Crowder trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. And the margin down to 8. Lakers at the controls right now. Rondo guarded by Myers Leonard. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Caldwell-Pope. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Short jumper won't go down. Five to shoot for Miami. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Caldwell-Pope. To Howard. Myers Leonard. Huge block. He'd have the basketball.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Here's Rondo with it. Up 6. To Howard. Shot from in close, no good. Has a chance, and he scores on the step back.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Into the front court comes Rondo. They lead it, 4-point game. Caldwell-Pope, they get it to Kuzma, down low. Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Miami with the basketball. probing the defense. Fires the three. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing now.
Substitution being made in this one.
For the Lakers, number 3, Anthony Davis. And number 14, Danny Green.
To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
For 3, not easy.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Los Angeles, they have it. To Howard. Davis. Rondo. Jumper's good.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Here comes the screen. Dwight Howard tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Anthony Davis sizing up Leonard. Good. Off a spin.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Down low for Leonard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Caldwell Pope to Davis. Here comes the screen. Davis to Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Here's a chance from long range. Ooh, he'll take that.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
To Davis. Has a look. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here comes the screen. Deep left corner. Down to 5 on the 24. In the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Throws it down.
The assist from number 3, Anthony Davis.
He'll let one fly from half court. That's it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Lakers are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Heat aren't down by too much at the half. And while they may be down, it's not for a lack of effort. They deserve some respect for how well they've generated scoring with their offensive rebounding. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Los Angeles has the basketball. They'll get it down to Leonard. Crowder shot off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Rondo into the front court. His guys now down by a point. To Davis. Howard. Short jumper off the mark. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Jay Crowder. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Good shot, man. Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Crowder defended by Howard. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Myers Leonard sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Kyle Kuzma. Trying to cash in. Scores from the post.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Down low for Leonard. Knocked loose. And he hits.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Rondo with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. Howard. Down low for Davis. Jay Crowder sends it away. It's the Heat with the possession.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
For the Lakers,
Rajon Rondo, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip.
number 22, Jimmy Butler.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
To Butler. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. So it's going to stay with Miami. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Los Angeles Lakers. Number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. 4-3. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Jay Crowder with the block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Jay Crowder. Time for some new personnel into the game. James. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. ISO, ISO.
finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Goes down. He improvises and scores. It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Here comes the screen. James. That is great vision to set it up. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Butler. Has a chance. Butler with a shot. No good. LeBron into the front court. 5-point game. To Howard. Gets a look. Can't hit. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Danny Green, knocked loose. He'd get control. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Butler to bring it up. Up by 3. Has a look. Jimmy Butler, now 4 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's James controlling the offense. To Danny Green. Here comes the screen. James, defended by Myers Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. That no good. Off the mark. Caldwell-Pope. Short jumper. Won't fall. To Butler. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Butler for 2. The shot almost. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
And 2 for AD.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. 24-second violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 88, Marcus Morris. Into the game for the Heat. Number 9, Kelly Olynyk.
Caldwell-Pope to James. They go down to Davis. Stuffs it down with authority.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
LBJ with it. And the slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Screen coming.
Screen, I got your help.
To Butler. 5 to shoot for Miami. Butler. Oh, that's how it's done.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Caldwell Pope couldn't keep it in. Off Contavious Caldwell Pope. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 28, Andre Iguodala. Entering the game for Los Angeles, number 9, Rajon Rondo.
Here comes the screen. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
It's the Heat with the possession.
2 minutes remaining.
To Butler. JaVale McGee with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Yep, I got ball.
Myers Leonard snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
To Davis. Short jumper stays out. Butler into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Around the perimeter. Trying to cash in.
To number 9, Rajon Rondo. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
First one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Here's Rondo with it. Down 5. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Iguodala to bring it up. Final minute to play in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the screen. Butler. Able to convert inside. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Lakers ball. To Davis. Pass stolen by Miami. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Heat with the lead. So the Heat will have it to start this 4th and final quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by bits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
Count the basket at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Davis. Anthony Davis rejects it. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. To Butler. Five seconds to shoot. Here's Kuzma. Brings the ball up court. Knocked loose. He'd come up with it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
To Butler. From long range. Missed it. To Davis. With a drop step. The Heat have the rebound. To Butler. Five on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Another follow. Stays out. Into the front court comes Rondo. The deficit now up to 5. Got it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Miami's got it. JaVale McGee pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Anthony Davis swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
That's no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Butler. Not that time. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
I think everyone in this building knows it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. This game is going to be won with who decides to really show up on the defensive end of the ball.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for LA, number 14.
To Kyle Kuzma. And the rebound corralled by Butler. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Here comes the screen. Danny Green, defended by Myers Leonard. Down for McGee. McGee powers it through.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Butler. Down low, Crowder. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
He'd have the basketball.
I got ball.
Butler. Has a chance. The shot by Butler? No. Oh, emphatic slam.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Butler to bring it up. Leads one.
Here we go. I got him.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Lakers at the controls right now. Caldwell Pope to Howard. They'll get it down to Davis. Free throws coming up.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Anthony Davis. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. They'll go to Butler, down low. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Caldwell Pope to Davis. And counted at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Butler into the front court. Leads a bucket. Here comes the screen. Butler. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Jimmy Butler for 2. Knocks it down off the step back.
Old school equals high percentage.
Caldwell Pope to Davis. And he hits.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Miami with the basketball. To Butler. Takes stock of the floor. Sizing up the defense. To Butler. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
A fundamental shot right there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Butler. No good. Caldwell Pope. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Danny Green. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Butler. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. And a putback slam.
And that's what he does. I love players like this. We don't need to draw any plays for you to go out and get yours.
2 minutes. Go.
To Butler. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Butler. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Butler. Down to 5 on the 24. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
LBJ has it. To Howard. To Davis. To Danny Green. James shakes free and hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
To Butler.
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
5 to shoot for Miami. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie and overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
Number 9, Rajon Rondo.
Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And now they'll wrap him up with the intentional foul. That'll be free throws with 16 seconds left.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First free throw is good.
Coming right back to you.
And gets both to drop at the line. Now the Heat going to use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game.
Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a two-score game.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
And he makes them both. From 18 feet at the buzzer, the Lakers get the victory as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers won this game after a close finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We are
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis gets the award for the most obvious reason.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact. The Heat finished on the losing end of a close score.
Sure, it's great they shot so well from three, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lakers
Almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory.
I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Heat must be devastated after such a close loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lakers took this down to the wire before getting the win. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Heat lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.